An 80,000-ton warship, over 200 missile cells, railguns, lasers, nuclear propulsion, a floating fortress built not to sail the ocean, but to control it. This is the claim circulating in 2026, but in modern warfare, claims are cheap, steel is expensive, and survival is mathematical. In northern China, at the shipyards of Dalian, a structure has drawn global attention. Analysts initially theorized these hull sections represented a fourth aircraft carrier, the Type 004. However, high-resolution satellite imagery from February 2026 revealed internal structural anomalies inconsistent with carrier design. The absence of extensive hangar decks and the presence of massive internal magazine voids lead to a different assessment. China is constructing a super-battleship, or arsenal ship, designed to dominate the regional missile engagement zone. The doctrinal roots of this 80,000-ton behemoth are found in the Soviet Union's Cold War strategy to counter the superiority of the United States Navy's carrier strike groups. During the 1970s and 80s, Soviet Admiral Sergei Gorshkov championed carrier killers, vessels like the Kirov-class battlecruisers and Oscar-class submarines designed to overwhelm a carrier's defenses through sheer missile volume. The Soviet saturation attack realized that a single missile could be intercepted. To defeat defenses, they proposed the simultaneous launch of dozens of high-speed anti-ship cruise missiles from multiple vectors. China has adopted this dialectic of negation and updated it for the 21st century. The 2026 arsenal ship represents the physical pinnacle of China's anti-access area denial network, evolving from a land-based coastal defense system into a blue-water offensive capability. The estimated displacement of 80,000 tons places this new Chinese vessel in a category shared only by the world's largest aircraft carriers. Analysis of reactor compartments and engine room geometry visible from space strongly suggests a nuclear-powered propulsion system. This build sequencing matches patterns seen in U.S. Navy nuclear carrier construction. Specifically, research into Thorium Molten Salt Reactors, TMSRs, suggests a 200-megawatt reactor could provide a 40-year operational lifespan with minimal refueling, giving the arsenal ship effectively unlimited range. This nuclear power is required for the massive electrical needs of future systems. The main battery is reported to contain at least 3 railguns capable of launching projectiles at speeds exceeding Mach 6. High-energy Megawatt-class lasers are being integrated to combat drone swarms with a near-zero cost per shot defense. Internally, the ship houses large missile VLMS magazines. Unlike the standard cells found on the Type 055, these are capable of carrying DF-21D class ballistic missiles or hypersonic glide vehicles.
In response to China's expansion, the United States announced the Trump-class battleship, BBGX, in late 2025. This concept represents a return to massive surface combatants designed to restore maritime supremacy. The lead ship, USS Defiant, BBG-1, is envisioned as a 35,000-ton nuclear-capable behemoth built domestically at shipyards like Hanwha, Philly. The armament of the Trump class is focused on 3 pillars. First, nuclear deterrence via the Surface Launch Cruise Missile Nuclear System. Second, hypersonic strike through a 12-cell conventional prompt strike system for rapid long-range engagements. Third, volume firepower using a 128-cell Mark 41 VLS for standard interceptors and offensive munitions. Critics argue this ship repeats historical mistakes. Adding more weapons increases cost without necessarily increasing survivability in an age of precision munitions. Modern warfare is shifting toward distribution, swarm drones, low-cost missiles, and decentralized systems. These massive ships represent the opposite, concentrating power into a single target. Recent conflicts indicate a structural inversion in the economics of warfare, where the cost of a target exceeds the cost of the attacker by several orders of magnitude. An 80,000-ton arsenal ship, costing approximately $15 billion, could potentially be mission-killed by a swarm of 50 long-range suicide drones, costing $2.5 million. For the Chinese vessel to be viable, it must maintain a defensive kill chain more cost-effective than incoming threats. This requires moving away from multi-million-dollar interceptors toward directed energy weapons and electronic warfare. Naval attrition is constrained by magazine depth, the number of launch cells available before a ship must withdraw to reload. By carrying over 200 large missile cells, China aims to outmass the incoming saturation. The 2026 deployment of the Arsenal ship is a milestone for China's 2030 goal of a 435-ship Navy. A primary objective is to push the U.S. Navy beyond the second island chain, the line from Japan through Guam to the Marshall Islands. By deploying a nuclear-powered vessel with a 2,000-mile missile reach, China can threaten U.S. power in the Pacific without risking its carrier fleet. Beyond the Pacific, the Arsenal ship is designed for the Indian Ocean. China's energy security is tied to the Malacca dilemma, where sea lanes are vulnerable. Operating from String of Pearls facilities, the Arsenal ship provides a persistent deterrent that can outgun any regional surface group. Its nuclear propulsion allows it to remain on station for months, providing a continuous over-the-horizon threat. The floating fortress is not a myth, but it is not what it claims to be. It is not invincible. It is an evolution of an old idea: bigger ships and more missiles in a world that is rapidly abandoning both. In 2026, survivability is no longer defined by size. It is defined by dispersion. A ship this large cannot disperse. The winner of the next fight will be the one who can sustain the highest volume of fire for the longest duration, far from their own shores. The Chinese 80,000-ton arsenal ship is a bet that the future belongs to the platform that can manage the mass versus precision calculus of the robotic age.